to kick this one off. Dust 2, I am Scrawny, joined by the one and only Mohan, Launders, Govinda Sami. I don't know about you, man, but I'm stoked to see if the Danes can pop some heads and shut down FaZe here in the opening round. The pistol's quick towards Cat, and the flash is fantastic. Zipex just reels back in, and he's already got 2 kills.
Yeah, they're taking it up Cats. They can potentially get a bomb plant, but there is one more turret on the ramp. He's now dinked Zipex. Will he find an edge shot angle that he can work with, or will he have to forfeit the plant opportunity? And it looks like he is going to play it safer, allow his teammates to help him out. Bomb goes down, big plus for FaZe. And now it's just Kerrigan to sit on the bomb. 1v5, there is basically no chance that he can pull this one out, but maybe a couple kills for consolation.
It's a matter-of-fact type situation, just like the danger that looms around Glaive. He knows he's going to fall off of this one, and it's the entirety of FaZe Clan out on long. We're going to see that rotation from Astralis already start to scuttle over. Dupree with the mid control, and Zipex going for the information here from Catwalk. If he sees that there's nobody there, it's just going to be a cone of gunfire over towards long. They can even spam through smoke, but Guardian with a gorgeous pick and a frag grenade that could do so much damage. Yes, Glaive even picking up a frag from it, but FaZe have doubled down now, and he's going to go for the jump shot, which costs him. Nico with a head over the top of the smoke establishes this 4v2.
Force Astralis to save. Bomb plant goes down. These 2 guns will be moved over to the next round. This fantastic rollover economy that we have in CS. And the remaining 3 players on Astralis look to buy behind it.
Oof.
Guardian's the player who has the worst performances.
To 0.93. So Guardians off of the previous round, a statistical outlier. However, the follow-up round could be FaZe's regardless. They need to deal with the long control. That's going to be a bit of a problem. Sure, they can plant for Cat. They can take that. No problem with that, but there's still the bigger issue. We've got Astralis ready for the retake. Dupree already up on ramp, and as Guardian doubles back into the bomb site, it is Dupree to strike first. These CTs swarming already, and it's the Opper in question that's going to have to clean it all up. At least there's nobody coming in from behind, but the smoke could block off all his vision.
Yeah, he's probably going to save.
Yeah, that spells disaster.
This is going to be too dangerous to try to go through with so many players. They can use them to... They can use them as meat shields. They just have so many ways to defend this bomb, so it's more important that Guardian takes us up in the next round. Guardian taking a little bit of residual damage from utility as well. Nico's working his way into deep.
Magisk with a double headshot.
Guardian's going to go back and check for the flank, but with 10 seconds remaining, it's in Astralis' best interest to wait until his clock takes them down and then kill them.
We've already gotten one. Hang on to that op if you can. Fully blind.
By force.
Glaive using the shadow to give way to that first initial peek. Nice little double lineup from Magisk. Really kills that. He's flashback initially. We've got Dupree up close. Remember, if you can take down this Opper, then you're just got pistols ahead. But it is Nico to get the best of him. And Zipex, well, his attempt to defend is disrupted. So it all falls on Magisk, and he lines up 2 bodies. Already finds the timing. That's 4. How about a 5th? It's an ace for Magisk.
First 2 kills that were really magical, I feel like, and fantastic spray down, good timing, and I think for Nico, he felt like I got the key kill there. They controlled mid, Hained Cat control. There's nobody at long to stop them, and the rotations are a little bit strange for Astralis moving out to mid. Glaive going to retake long, kind of a risk for him as they're already out. Will be able to release the smoke and fall back and get a kill. Not only that, but a second. A player jumps in a pit, crosses to the left, trades him out, and it's a 3v3.
And now just that sight box. It is Device playing around with his head. Guardian up next, and he's seen him, but he can't get the best of him. 2v2. Magisk cuts off cross, so he thinks. It's Kerrigan with the best of the duel, and Dupree back on this op. How's he win this? By surprise. Completely blows Guardian away. Bomb plant committed to, and he's not going to swap. Yes, he will. Grabs the Kalashnikov, and he has the kit with a flash to work with. Kerrigan probably already scoped in, trying to find the angle as he plays around the smoke. But patience is key. Dupree slows this one down, wants that smoke to go away. Now that he has more vision, just going to keep canceling out angles, but now he's going to find him. Kerrigan fully exposed on Goose. Dupree goes up. He's only spotted him at that point.
Slight advantage at the moment. Dupree takes an angle that is very fruitful. Guardian, the offer of FaZe goes down. And now he's going to hide in the smoke.
Oh, he's going to use it like a shotgun. He knows that they've already managed him past. But Dupree, he's right behind them. Whoa, Olaf seems to know what's up. Good dink. Dupree swaps, but already so low on HP that Kerrigan clears him. And then Device cannot maintain him through the doors, but Glaive finds the timing. Just can't hit the shot, and time launders the clock. I forgot about the clock.
He's got an acute angle on this smoke, but how much can he press it?
Oh, that's a collateral. Doesn't nail the second frag, but still the damage is done. Nico hangs on by a thread. And off of the flash, Glaive's gonna go for peek, and he finds himself. Zipex trades with just the one kill, but Kerrigan has the advantage of cover. So it's 1v2 for Magisk. We've seen him with a fantastic hold, but how about a clutch?
But how does he find both players?
That's gonna hit Guardian. Softens him up for nearly half. Now a headshot will do the difference, and he's not gonna quite hit it.
Is over. Dust 2 can be a very strong map for Astralis, though. Still, I think, somewhat underdeveloped. Oh, this is quite a risk. He could have fallen back, but instead he'll get a kill. Another man spotted. Info on the setup is theirs. Olaf gets away clean. 5-4 now. Good advantage for FaZe. And I think Astralis still have close to a 40% conversion rate on rounds like these, and Dupree is showing us why.
Nico's gonna play the sneak. Right now, Magisk does the same. There's a heavy presence from Astralis here at the A site. Now the gunfights start to unfold, but they still don't know that Nico's here. And he sees two players over towards long. Device denies anything at this point, and Guardian walks into his death. How that could have unfolded so different. But alas, Lady Luck blesses Astralis. And we find Olaf 1v4. That was a very nice op pick that he kicks the round off with. He knew there was two players there, and still he fancied his chances. It's a lot of footsteps, Mohan.
Yeah, it's information.
Oh, but is it kills? Not as of yet. Rain with a double. So, speak of the devil. Guardian's still playing around the tower stack, but he needs to reload. So down he goes. Nico and Kerrigan remain. Currently side by side. If not, Kerrigan a little bit slower. He is playing with that kit despite bomb not being planted. And they want the info. You know, there could still be that mid lurk. They don't know for certain. Nico had a chance to walk in, but opts not to. Bomb down, pressure's on. Still the shots rain out. But the HP is low for Zipex. He could be an easy kill. Next smoke, that's going to give space. They can use it to just kind of get out and around, try to play the card. Now Kerrigan has cover. He can duel versus these players. And if the pinch were to come through window, that'd be great, but Nico's nowhere to be found, and this round is done. Where was he going?
He was there for a second. Yeah, and, you know, I don't know. he could have gone tunnel, but with the amount of time remaining, he would have gotten to the end of tunnel as soon as they needed to be on the bomb, probably. So he's really relying on his teammates to basically get all the kills. I'm not sure through the door. So that's something small. And the flash will activate Rain into spraying for the fear of not being able to be helped. So he's been pushed off Cat now. Astralis have made their way up Cat. Glaive is quite low. He's actually dead.
The bomb too, kind of in a very awkward spot. Nico gonna be caught out into the open, and Rain can't maintain the spray. So it is FaZe no longer in control of the A bomb site. Astralis and their feet all over it. Olaf rapidly flying up from catwalk. He does damage, as does Guardian, but neither enough for a kill. Ooh, more utility thrown. Indicates the opportunity to pounce, and Nico will, but not crisp enough to get away cleanly. He's traded by Magisk immediately. And Olaf, well, he hears a bit of a ruckus as well, so Kerrigan should be prepared for the potential peak. He has nobody on long to help him, so the pinch could be drastic. But Olaf throws himself into the heat of the battle with Guardian back to support. Now the trade's a potential, but he gets nothing, leaving Kerrigan all alone.
Trade's almost immediate here for Astralis. Every turner, every corner they turn, there's always a second player to make sure that from taking the first match of the day, which would account for 20% of the matches they'll play before the finals. So this is an important opportunity to get points. Obviously 3 for winning. I believe 1 for both teams for tying, and then none for losing, because losers get nothing.
Oof. Device so fast that we don't even get to see it. 5v4 in what could be the final round of Dust 2, and it is looking likely. I mean, we had the force buy after force buy. The end result that Once FaZe, oh my goodness, what is Nico doing? He's grabbed himself a couple of deagle kills. You know, if there's any man to carry it back, it is him. Him and Rain, you could argue, who have combined for yet another pistol kill. Where's that bomb at? Over towards Spawn. Deagle damage, not enough. Dupree will seal the deal, and it's a 16-4 victory for Astralis. A message and a hot start coming in on round 1.
Yeah.
Which I think is great for them, considering that we go back one iteration of Blast Pro Series.
It's the most exciting match for us, almost certainly. Magis gets the first kill, the second as well, and he is keeping the pace high, bringing it on from the first map. He is absolutely destroying everybody in the first map, and has already gotten 3 kills here on the first pistol of map 2. Zeus and CT spawn with one other teammate scouring around the halls, and he even goes down without being able to fight. So, Astralis.
Yeah,
See that quite often. 80% win percentage, pistol round win percentage in the last 3 months.
Oh.
Edward, even in this spot, is not in the most optimal spot. I mean, that smoke doesn't do much. It's not going to delay him from crossing. It actually seems to encourage Glaive to come through the CT smoke itself to try to get ahead of the rotator. Edward mollied out of position, but the flash is the most important part to keep him in place.
That's such a nice little tidbit of utility. The 1-2 punch. Magisk back behind New Box. He's pinned in and he knows it. Simple's already got himself 3 frags, gunning for the ace. And he is coming around these coffins. UG ready to rock and roll, but Magisk, he's revealed himself and Simple knows, but he just can't get that 5th kill.
I want to say he's actually just sitting at the top of Banana, waiting for a mistake to be made. 3 CTs here, but they spot the bomb. This is an interesting piece of information. It's also in an awkward spot in the long haul. Can't grab that easily.
You'd think, but Magisk is going to find it for free because Flamey ejects from the apartments. 35 seconds left. This is going to be a scramble for Magisk. All the while, Device just left to slowly round these corners. And if he can crack open the B site as the bomb arrives, then they're still in this 2v3. Who is that back there? It is Simple. So a complex situation. Smoke over the top. The smoke's going to block it all off. They could plant within this. And that's the attempt here. Simple's not going to find the spray down. Device right through, but he's denied by Zeus. And Magisk back up 6 seconds. He needs to commit to this plant or just line up all these kills. And that's a hell of a task. 1 second left now. He cannot die, and he won't, it seems. He's just at the final few seconds going to fall. And lane setup about to be tested. We felt the heat in many a direction, but Electronic will maintain it. Makes the most of that MP9 and keeps Astralis on their heels for just a moment. Device trades 1 and Magisk then catches an angle out from the boiler door. Electronic not playing behind the half wall, of which he was blown and burnt to a crisp in the previous round. He wants to get up in their faces, and you don't blame him. That MP9, bit of a bullet hose. Astralis, they are still making noise, but it's not as though this is a fake. They are on the cusp of this bomb site. Electronic fighting another. Cuts down the time to 15 seconds, and Edward attempts to strike from the flank. The bomb's now been spotted out, and Glaive has to get going. They need to get Electronic out of this position. If Glaive is going to safely plant bomb, he crosses over. He's denied that plant, and Simple's off fires off. Device left to clutch. Jumping dink, why not? But at least, you'd think. I was going to say, at least you'd think Zeus would just cool his jets, hold the cross. Looks like it's all going to fall into Simple, who now faces off what was versus an M4. Picked up by Magisk, with much more HP. Simple also has Electronic just on the cusp of the site, but he's being pressured, Simple, and he's just going to manage to weather this storm. How exactly? With the help of Electronic.
Wow. Would get mollied off, I should say. They don't have the utility to kill him without seeing him, and now he has a really favorable angle for a deagle. He's going to be happy to take that fight, and he knows there's one more.
2 rounds in a row. Simple bamboozled at this point. At this point, finally, Electronic's going to get himself up through mid. Bomb's already past the halfway point. They do still have the kit, but they don't have the kills. Dupree certainly does, and there's the last one. But it's not only the apartments being aggressed. We do have this double man setup inside Banana, and Device just snaps Simple straight back. Instantly falls onto Edward. He's left scratching his head. Just 2 seconds sooner, he had 3 teammates up. And now, she gone.
Damn. And there it is. Device just off that shoulder peak. Gets so much info. Edward plays the angle really carefully. Stops just in time for a device to spray 3-3. And this is one of the most interesting situations in Counter-Strike. There's still enough players that you can be very strategic, and there's still enough utility and time that there are a lot of options for the Ts to play the game. And now that they're even down a man, I'm even more curious here. Yep. Navi is actually full attention on A. They have gamble stacked in a low number situation. No other teams really do this. And when they're on even footing, there it is. They're now man up.
Let's see what you're made of. Grabs bomb. Oi! Can't find himself any safety of the first half. That'd be the second quarter.
Second quarter. If there were 4 quarters.
You'd have $1.
Now we're playing basketball. This game is so much like basketball. You just like hockey.
Yeah. Yeah. You got me. Let's watch, folks. You know why? Because it's full contact. And this is been a bit of a bodied situation at times. It's Flamey to open up shop, and Dupree denied. Looks to get a little curious. Now Zipex going to peer down Banana with a player up close and one at a far. This is looking convincing from Navi, and it's the perfect way to come back from that 10-5 half. But Glaive's not dead. And he's already popped a couple heads. He has Device as well to try and pry from the other side. This would be a hell of a pinch if Glaive had stuck around at the B bomb site, but maybe they want to be next to each other.
Yeah, I mean, Device maybe thinks they're all at mid, but Glaive has totally forfeited B, so I mean, I don't... And now he's got that info, so he's probably going to make the rotate back. They just don't know if they're grouped up somewhere at Arch or something like that. And now it's the 2v3. It was a 2v5 for a moment there, but they're close enough to make this competitive. Lots of good control here for the CTs, and the Ts have moved back into the most usable positions. We're getting everything cleared right now. Opposite coffins, olive pool. They might know that it's going to be a head stack or double emo or something of the sort.
Well, now they know. They have confirmation on all 3 players. You've got a head stack behind Nubox, and you had that duel that Device was trying to find versus Edward. Now there's a couple more crisp headshots. It is Flamey. Goodbye.
My God.
Glaive and Device with a 2v5 in a fantastic pistol.
The smoke to the left side of a Nubox just to try to bait someone into buying time and standing there, and then spammed it, and there no one actually appeared. But what the hell was that? That was such a fantastic last shot as well. Man, yeah, he's got to be excited.
Good off angle here.
Yeah, for real. It's not something you clear very easily.
This is close. Can't win the duel.
That was awkward. That was awkward because he had to run forward, not sideways, or he would have eaten the flash, and so he wasn't in a comfortable spot.
Magis looks to hit him from behind, and sure enough, Edward's gonna die. Navi now split, and mid's been taken back. This is Dupree establishing a man advantage and pushing it on to what we consider the heaviest hitters for Navi. But a pressured situation and not a perfect smoke. Electronic's gonna get chipped down to 58 as Simple prioritizes plant. They're being enveloped, but Simple's got that first duel in his pocket. Now the spray through smoke could have got it done because Dupree has 10 health, that's all. Bomb ticking with no kit and no utility either for Astralis. Navi are gonna play close proximity here. Stay within the site. And Simple's just gonna do all the heavy lifting. Dupree drops him in the end, so it will be Electronic at bat, but he's got himself a nice position, and Dupree's gonna get frantic here. The only thing scarier than that 4v5 would be 3 remaining members.
I don't know if he just waited for that. Yeah, it seemed. I thought he was gonna wait until that smoke went away and then pick that angle up, but instead he just goes to check on library to make sure no one's on the big flank, and then he goes through, and Edward can't stop himself in time to kill Device. Could have been an opportune moment. 3 players rotated over to B, and Device gets that 1 kill.
Right, and the bomb's gonna have to run in here. This is 10 seconds left for Navi. Astralis have managed this rotation at just the most perfect of times, and now it's all denied. No entry. Dupree comes in with a couple kills, and that rotate just barely works out. Be another, despite being so close to the A site, they've lost the bomb over the shoulder. Simple's caught. Zeus preoccupied with flashbangs, and Dupree comes in for another quick sweep. Just like he did in the last round. You know, striking at those opportune moments. And now those moments waning thin. 35 seconds left. Device misses a crucial shot, and Zeus is going to capitalize on it. He knows there's another in library. Bomb still not picked back up, but the kills come back in for Navi. 30 seconds. They have to move forward. And there's only 2 defenders left to take. A lot of this pressure falls on Magisk. He's floating around these positions, but as the flames go out, he's got a perfect chance to catch a couple kills. The flash was there to help, and yet he finds neither. Those last two players have to run in, and it is utterly denied.
Of exactly where Na'Vi wanted to push him into, but it seems like this is the correct option for sure.
Device gonna get himself that first kill, and Electronic tries to pressure Balk. Magisk opts not to fall off. I mean, he's confident. His teammates' support just nearby. Glaive has also arrived, and it's through the smoke, of course. He catches Zeus. This one's just crumbling around the feet of Na'Vi. Electronic, the second star, fantastic, sure, but let's be real here, Launders. This is Astralis 2-0 for the night.
Yeah, it seems like it for sure. And Electronic, who was so good in the pit, so good in the first half, is not good enough to bring a round like this back. So leads the charge, 23 kills for him. Fantastic map overall, but what matters most is the score at the top. Scoreboard is just for show. I think a great map overall for Astralis. They finished their day.
We know have our hands full, but this B bomb site's looking awfully full. You can still see there is that number 7 man, Get Right, keeping eyes on the flank as dupreeh could have gotten activated, but it's going to be a big clash to kick off this map. Magisk can Get Right, exchanging the frags, but Glaive has the cover of these barrels, and he's doing a good job of popping heads, at least a couple for him. Magisk now, he's the next to strike, and as he drops bomb into the open, Forrest takes it down into the clutch. He checks the flank, and it's there that dupreeh will find him.
But instead, dupreeh hits that headshot so quickly. We don't know if he would have made a rotate otherwise. But it came close. Good 1v2 attempt from NIP. But Astralis continue their pistol round dominance and pick up another one to start things off here on the CT side of Overpass. They got to feel good about that one. And Magisk was a huge player. Cool $200. And dupreeh definitely wants to take the fight to NIP here, as we can see him being aggressive. But doesn't spot anyone just yet.
Forrest swinging wide, exposing himself into the open, but he gets in a response here. The smoke grenades are down and the corner's cleared. That's a couple of kills quickly between Get Right and Forrest. Glaive denied anything further than the one, and they know that Zipex is here. Zipex on the MP9 nearly dropping a second body. What a play that would have been. But it all falls onto Magisk. And as the plant is activated there towards Truck, he's gonna creep himself forward. He's on top of the bomb, but what an awkward situation to be in.
Yeah, he could threaten here by tapping. The smoke's out as well. You could stand far back and try to get on it. It seems like he's not going to do that quite yet. This smoke could guide some vision. I wouldn't be surprised if he's able to get this one off. Time takes down. He's taking some damage, but the spray from 3 players is just too much.
His dongles.
His donglers.
Again, they're going to go for the boost. This is nice. I'm all for it.
Yeah, it's only risky in a round where you think there's, stairs control being taken, which there is. I guess they just are not going to assume that door will be open, and that's such a big kill. Zipex finds that, doesn't take any damage, even though they found out about it just afterwards. But Dennis comes in for the cleanup. 2-piece for him.
You'd think with the way that he just sprinted forward, maybe they would hear it, but something covers the footsteps, and sure enough, he strikes by surprise, quickly quelled by Magisk. But it's Lekro to continue the success here for NIP, and the young gun's going to throw himself down into the bomb site. That's going to disrupt the plant. The potential for it's there, and nicely done by Lekro. And at this point, NIP, full presence of connector control. They're going to find Magisk next in line. Just the dirty deagle ready to go. You can see Device sprinting as fast as he can into the B site, and by doing so, he gets here just as the Molotov pops, so he's already on the cross, and Magisk is pulling the attention away. So Device, the second hit, and now another headshot. But as his teammates cleared from the bomb site itself, it falls into the 2v2, but speaking of falling, the bomb is not picked up. This is going to slow down the play and possibly allow dupreeh to come hit them from the side. There's nobody to cover plant here. Get Right, he's fully exposed, and oh no! If Forrest can't pick up the pieces in only the 8 seconds left, this is Astralis with an upset.
That's unbelievable. dupreeh just picks the perfect timing. Not sure what Resin knows in this situation. Lekro's now on full alert. Can't tell his teammates there's 3 here. They find a way to get another kill. And Rez spots the jump. The bomb is not in a good position to go A. Very far away at the moment. But this is the site they want to hit.
They have 35 seconds to do so. Utility is dwindling. Just those flashbangs for NIP to try and get across what is such a deadly open area here on the entrance of the A site. And it's only getting deadlier. You see the rotation upwards from Magisk. Standing on wobbly legs as he has 19 health, but he's got the cover of the dumpster. He's got the teammates to support it. Dupree's scope good to catch Rez. Repeat for further damage. No, that's still Forrest up. The first man hit and the last man standing. He's going to be finding himself nothing in this round, just like the remainder of his teammates, because Nip have done 0 frags.
And evens the board one more time. It's been Dupree on the other side of the map that always gets that trade.
Yeah, it's Dupree onto Lekro as well. I mean, if he's seeing Lekro alone at A site, what does this telegraph? Does it tell them that yet once again Nip are going for the 4-man B hit with that solo A lurk? Because the lurk's been dealt with. Now they just need to hold back this wave of T's. And with 10 seconds left, time plays into the hands of Astralis. Magisk tries to stop plant, but that's not going to happen. And while Device has been waiting for someone to cross, he too without a target. But he will get himself a chance at a clutch. They have no idea as to where he's at. And they've already cleared a player close, so maybe they don't anticipate him. He's going to snap one back by surprise as he swaps over to the AK if he can find it. He would have maybe had a better chance, but Lunders, poor guy's on a P250.
No gun.
M4 now picked up, finds himself on top of the corpse. He's got the kit, sure, but no smoke. Unfortunately for Dennis, low HP means he is susceptible to death, but at this point it's too far gone. He had one chance, and he didn't seize the opportunity.
Yep.
Only one AUG, and it belongs to Rez.
I'd like to see more of them, but I'm at least happy to see one for sure. Ooh, Forrest, that uses a few too many bullets than he'd feel comfortable with if he didn't have to, but he at least gets the 1 kill. 4-3 at the moment. Glaive is low. Get right, just has stairs control behind the terrorist who he knows is out there, and is instead going to communicate this and go for a big flank. Yeah. Bomb will be trapped. Glaive doesn't catch Get right off guard, and he does! What a fantastic reaction. Instant headshot, and he had such low HP as well.
Big moment. Pushes it down into Dennis and Lekro. Single flash between the two, and only one man on this bomb site. So best of luck, dear Dennis. He'll kick it off with one, catches the second, and oh so close to that third. But it's Lekro to try and clutch. And he's going to have to play it fast. Like we said, no kit for this retake, but he already does have fast footing behind them. It's a duel straight down the door, and Device will win it. Enables Get Right to rotate upwards. Dennis in the corner, not checked initially by Glaive, but sure enough, so many targets for him to have to deal with. Good swing out by Rez, just a minimal peek. Enables this consistent trade frag. 4 versus 3 situation turned even further to the advantage of Nip, and this was a turning point. Like you said, the last chance that he could go all in with a nice blossoming buy. Oh, careful, buddy. Playing with a hot ember. Dennis still in the same corner. Goes unchecked from the first. There's further support already here. Rez on a forward position. Doesn't have the box to dance between. And Get Right needs this reload quick. Cannot finish it off. So he is finished instead. That is Dupree with a double kill. And Forrest inside of the smoke now knows he's going to try to activate because bomb's been cleared. A perfect flank, but it's Zipex in the clutch. He fell flat yesterday. But now the minister's back in office. Lekro's ready for it. Nip up to 8. Get part of the equation here, so Nip's just gonna walk downwards, but Lekro caught by the flash, and then the pillar's cleared immediately. Get Right's gonna give himself a little more temporary cover and holding off between the two smokes with a nice couple of headshots. Dennis chimes in with one as well. There we have it. The initial duels go the way of Astralis, but it's the body count, the numbers stacked up that make the difference here.
11-12 round mark, then maybe they have to try their hardest throughout everything that they know they have. And there it is. Lekro here to take first contact, but goes down 1 for 1. Forrest from the short could have been in a powerful spot, but will they expect Get Right?
Yeah, just Get Right, get caught, because he's got a man just behind him. That's Glaive ready to trade, and he sure enough will. Now they've got to get that bomb back onto the site. Zipex's position could be perfect. You can already see Dennis falling in from the heaven above. Rez a little cautious next to Graffiti. He knows the man could be close, but now it's for sure. Zipex misses a shot, gives himself away, and because of that, I think the bomb goes elsewhere.
That was kind of hilarious to see Zipex, of all people, wait that long as he normally would, but then take the shot at kind of the worst moment. There it is, another opportunity gifted to him, and he does find the bullet with a stray one.
Real issue in my eyes is Glaive's just tucked away in this closer corner, and Zipex is not going to move. So there's the shot, and it is, of course, the final frag.
Because Astralis can treat this as an anti-eco. I mean, this is one of the rounds they know how to lock up, and there's 2 kills to kick things off.
Right, they're trying to make plays, they're trying to push and to duel here, trying to make something, disrupt Astralis, create discomfort like what was done to them. But it does not seem to be working unless Rez and Dennis can manage to pull this back, and there's still the chance. But the CZ goes dry, and they know where Rez resided. It was up here towards A. He's back towards the bomb site, and eventually that bomb's gonna have to make its play. This is big. I mean, we expected big things from him on Overpass.
Yeah.
A map where he wasn't equipped with the op ball too often.
This could be cool. I mean, here he has some time to think, and he's got a quick rotation to both sides, so he can be in a position to get contact. I don't know. Does he want to play like the full-on post-plant situation, or does he want to try to take contact first? From our perspective, it feels like you might as well peek, but it seems like he's expecting some kind of crazy flank, and unfortunately, he won't be rewarded with that. Standard 2v1 is not going to be easy for him. That smoke is going to activate his presence. The first one dig is out.
But it's Zipex. It's Zipex, Mohan, and we know what this man
Oh!
does! And we know what Rez can do! What a banger!
Woo!
Wins out on the clutch, tags him, bags him, and keeps Nip in this. We already have Astralis so close to this B site. I don't think GetRight realizes just how close they are. Magus comes in, catches 2 of them. Device even finding that 3rd, and it is just Magus to tear them apart. The young guns go toe-to-toe, and now Rez has way too much to do. It's not just a 4K, it's not just a clutch, but a 1v4 in total. Mohan, it's over. Try and try as he might. It's Astralis with the 16th. Good night. Seemed a little sketchy, but yet again, their dispatching of their opponents one after another. Like we said, FaZe, Na'Vi, and now Nip.
On Inferno, it is a mixed team for MIBR, but still a team full of talent.
The team has consistently been hitting that B bomb site. As you can see, the last 5 pistol rounds their target. And even though they have this 3-man cohort wrapping around the A site, you know what they're about to sink their teeth into. It should be Fallen. He's looking to lock down the banana. It's got a little bit of cover, but he's also got the flank. coldzera's here to help him, and they could effectively cut this split off in half. They have. MIBR look poised for a pistol, but it's Glaive and Zipex to try and clutch.
Oh man, small timing here with the smoke down. They can actually go and try to get a bomb plant. Glaive can hold this down. He knows he's got a bunch of opponents. It's actually all 5 of MIBR behind the smoke, and now they've been activated. Bomb gets planted. They'll try to take after plant spots, but they need to make sure they get kills first.
Yep, they come in as a waterfall. Zipex on the fountain, catching just 1 by surprise.
Fantastic recovery from MIBR, even though I think they got hit with something they didn't expect, but here it is. coldzera to get that information first, and everybody to contribute with a very important pistol kills. And that bomb going down was a small moment of solace for
the grenades, followed up by the closer presence. Stewie's gonna take himself a little cubby. coldzera's gonna take himself a kill. That was inside the apartments. We didn't quite catch it, but Dupree is looking to avenge his fallen comrade. He'll fall out empty-handed. Now Stewie's in the corner, and he was not gonna thoroughly check this. It is traded straight away with Device luckily being on that AK, but then the trade frag from Banana is gone. Fallen just dips back into the bomb site, and he's left Astralis split. Now, just on 1 last leg. Magisk, one of the 2 AK wielders coming into this round, has a clutch task to his name. And it is Fallen that he will first meet. He's got no clue where he fell off to, and it's been jumping up off the flash. Molotovs may shake Fallen out of his position. Utility's heavy on the entrance, but Device turned away immediately. Stu with the first one. Fallen continues the spray, but it's Derek with a couple kills on the kill feed. Zipex falls, and it's MIBR still sweeping forward. Blinding flashback versus the hopper back. Swag caught, but he's replaced by Stewie. Good damage control as he picks up 1, and all the while, we've got Tarek with eyes on bomb, or so they were. He's smoked off, and he's gonna opt to go right through it, catching Glaive with his back turned and pushing it just to Device. An anti-eco successful, and MIBR on fire. He'll just cool his jets and ask for Tarek to come over. That's the reason they locked down the B site previously. The flash from Tarek's good for just 1, but an effective trade frag from Astralis keeps this even, 3 apiece. And coldzera spots a smidgen of Zipex. That's all he needs. Oh! The flick from Swag's right there. And Magisk left limping on 20 HP.
He took the risk of getting that information early. Swag, rare sight, actually falls for a shoulder peek here as Magisk gets better of him, but he's on such low health, he can't even track this guy down. They can evacuate the site and still have him closed off on an angle, and Swag falls back to a new one. Finally picks that up, and they continue to be on fire as we move into round 7.
Astralis will find no safety. There's so much presence here from MIBR. Not to mention Fallen just tucked away in the corner. He's going to duel off versus Dupree, who does get the best of him, and Stewie can't handle the M4. So as Dupree jumps over the smoke, he gets the info, knows, but can't sustain Swag, who just comes flying around the corners, looking for yet another kill. In fact, it's just Swag left over. This would be an upset from Astralis.
If they can work these pistols into a round on the board, what a way to finally crack the spree and extinguish the flames of an on-fire MIBR. He's got the kit and he's got a smoke to work with. Knows there's someone back there but can't figure it out. So Magis peeks wide and it's Astralis with their first.
Yeah. So many counter grenades has Fallen found a way to fall back and had his teammates so close by, and they still all got taken down within the site. So it's going to be something that could totally rattle your confidence.
As he retreats, the T's hot on his heels. Stewie ready to walk right out, but it's Fallen to drop the first body. And as the flames plume, Magis has been sectioned off, but that's fine, because he still finds Fallen, who maybe didn't expect to have been so aggressive. Meanwhile, look at Dupree.
They know he's here, though. Oh my god, he gets away with another one.
Just hits cold in the back. Now Zipex prepared for the smoke push. Swag's gonna try to put rounds through it, but that's not gonna stop anything. This is Astralis' third on the board. But you can see Astralis trying to sink their teeth into this A site, which just means coldzera alone in pit, but good support from Tarek.
Oh.
Now he's going to use the utility to try and disrupt the push, but it doesn't come at the right timing. And so it's a continuous trade back and forth, 3v3 with all three Ts on this A bomb site, and Swag's going to get burned out in the corner if he didn't have that smoke. Thank goodness. A saving grace for him as Astralis pump the brakes and plant their bomb. They're pinned in. They've lost control of all the remaining portions of this map. And Stewie's ready to strike off of the balcony. He's going to extend outwards, exposing himself to Dupree. And if he doesn't anticipate this, it could be a problem, but it's not! MIBR, great timing. The Peaks had a clean sweep of those last two Astralis players.
Yeah, I felt like they were going to lose that one for sure, where I think when Clay jumped through that smoke at Arch, or if it was Magis, I don't know.
So, again, you just said aggression, but it's got to be calculated and not caught off guard. Tarek now in a very real problematic situation. He's pinned in from both directions, splashed on top of it all, and Magis just sprays them both down. It's coldzera to try and clamber back, and an attempt to run through apps. Dupree towards Arch, though, wants to cut off any rotations, and sure enough, Stewie does arrive. But is it in time? Doesn't seem so. Another couple kills for Astralis.
Another situation, Stewie flashes for Cole. Cole turns his back to be able to peek into lane, and there's already a player on an off angle, deeper than he expected. And he almost doesn't get away, but there's Device from the back, working on... Someone did not want to carry the bomb this round, because there are players that could find an opportunity very soon. Dupree might be the first.
Had a chance. And coldzera, who's even closer than Dupree's initial target, could have swung out on him, could have caught him by surprise, but instead Stewie, who is just back behind the fountain. Now there's a flash going down that does not hit the face of Flame. Fallen, caught right through smoke. And now Dupree wants nothing to do with this A site. They realize B is free for the taking.
And it's different players showing up at different times on B. Sometimes Stewie gets his kill, sometimes Stewie dies first, and then both players die, or Fallen goes out and gets a frag, but then gets killed. So it's never been two players to get 3 or more kills, just have a straight up solid hold. They played kind of the early rounds really well, but beyond that have had struggles. And that's one site that they haven't had to change in terms of who's playing it. So not firing on all cylinders by any means. 1v3 here. The Swag ends up going down. Both players killed in the rotate.
This would put them 4-0. But let's go. We've got a second pistol underway. It's MIBR already being dispatched of. Glaive just executing them from the apartments. Magis taps into the skulls as well. This could be a beauty of a pistol as all of Astralis survive, it seems. But Swag takes one back. Free. He's going to jump down and knife him. Okay, I thought it was going to happen.
They are ready for this kind of hit.
Magis gets such a successful anchor. Looks like he's going to lock it down. Has to dodge the frag grenades, but he pops Swag's noggin. That's going to really get this one rolling. Momentum falling forward. Stewie just sprints into the bomb site as quick as he can. But he's just cowering now in the corner, and can you blame him? 12 shots, doubles back, 5 seconds, needs to die, and he does. Picturesque even. Dupree just going to hide, and Magis takes that first contact, but he's going to have to reload at some point. Still, he picks up these kills, and it's nearly a full house. He'll take it. While they do lose Stewie in the back lines, they do still have a good chance to just pop in. Talking about getting caught with nades. Magis not punished for that. He is lucky to be alive. Good job by Dupree, just calling away the attention, giving him that moment of cover he most certainly needed. But here comes Father Fallen. prying eyes from the skies as he plucks Magisk out of the pit. And now it's Coldzera to add yet another to the kill feed. This is still doable, but the problem now is the fact that they are entirely swarmed upon. He's got a worrying inkling. Nice dink. Fallen's gonna try to reload frantically, has the cover here, but Dupree's got the lineup, it seemed. Magisk still weathers the storm. And again, it's Astralis on fire.
Dewey up front.
Flashbang, this time it connects, but Glaive comes out from the sandbags. Crawls out of his cubby. Catches a kill, 4-4. Oh man, he wants more. He's gonna extinguish the flames and then slays Fallen. Follow up with additional kills straight through smoke. Oh no, swag! Might not be invited for the next blast. But due diligence, they will still hold their ground at the bottom of Banana. They just want their bomb back. It is theirs after all. Can they surpass Dupree? And can they do that before Magisk strikes from behind, because he's sniffing down mid at the moment?
Might not be the king of bananas, but you know he loves them.
Have it, they clear him, they try. More damage, damn. How does he play this? 45 seconds up.
This is definitely comfort zone for Swag. The problem is with an op in CT, there's no way to bait this. Oh, yeah. And the device, plays it carefully. Cuts off construction as well as the cross. Astralis are big chillin'. And what could potentially be the final round of the game. Zipic starts it off with a fantastic spray. 2 kills for him, and he gets away clean.
Just looking to make mincemeat of what remains here of MIBR. Such a hot start to this match. That aggression turned back, and now they continue to topple. Coldzera and Fallen. The remaining Brazilians of MIBR will peek around the corner and fall at the feet of Astralis, their fourth victim here in Lisbon. It is a clean sweep thus far, and who can dethrone them? Certainly not MIBR, not this time around. That challenge falls onto the
control. They'll just bide their time. Flashbang comes out, and that might set Zipex up for the commitment towards the pit.
Toward the pit. Shroud in the pit. Summit the pit. Dupree in the rush. He's got him in the head. Refresh. First time you and I will get a chance to cast him in person, and unfortunately his first appearance and first impression dies hard. He goes down immediately. Kiyoshima's going to get device. 3-on-3 still, though. Cloud9, remember, if they win this, they find themselves on 12 points, tied with that of Astralis. Look at the positioning from Automatic as they walk in front. Nearly got taken down as well, tagged, but not dead. Zipix will find him instead, but Kiyoshima holds the round. Back toward the arch. Team plays there, it seems, from him at least, because now that allows Flusha to push more aggressively toward Library, but back toward B, he's got to go. He gets Automatic. Kyo's still standing in this, and Refresh is there. He could go in. He could actually push this flash immediately. Push the smoke, rather, and he has. He snuck through the smoke and gotten toward the backside of Banana, which means he's now pincered in Astralis, and they don't have the bomb down. That's brilliant from Kiyoshima.
It is going to be a 5 versus 3 as Automatic finds a second kill. Glaive will answer back. Can he get another? Absolutely not. Magisk keeping them in the round. Oh my god, he might be able to do enough here. The bomb will be planted.
Not carried over as of yet. 7-0 for Kiyoshima, mind you. Changes now. Magisk gets him down, and it's all on a refresh. Up above, knows Magisk behind the box, but can't find the headshot. Running out of time, taking perhaps too long to get there, and even when he does, Magisk reads it perfectly to fire upwards.
One of the main reasons why you could never discount Astralis in any situation. Look at him go. Once he gets the AWP as well, so good at his positioning, buying as much time as possible. That bomb was already going off.
Defensive nades running lower and lower at this point in time. Single smoke left for Kyo. Flashes otherwise, and Kyo gets the opening kill. Can actually drop that down now. He will, but watch out because they've already got Zipix in past Refresh. He's got the angle toward Orange's one. That gives Magisk an entrance toward the water position, and even spraying into the smoke. Wow. Zipix is able to find the headshot onto Kyo before he goes down. It's suddenly just Rush and Flusha left.
Flusha is such a nuisance with that UMP. They're going to try and push through here. The flashbang's decent. You can see actually affected Mages there, but that should be it. Rush left in a 3 versus 1. Yes, device is low, but he has just one flashbang, no rifle, and has to try and defuse that bomb. Looks like he'll be going down very quickly. Great effort there. Just to get Mages. If he could save the weapon now, that'd be something, but it looks like he's fully committed. Makes his way through. The bomb's ticking at some pace. If he takes device down and loses the round, I won't be too mad at that. That's actually really good. He's taking money out of the pockets of Astralis at this point. We'll see if there's anything left for him. shouldn't be taking the bait here. Dupree's an absolute veteran. You can see he knows exactly what's going on. Confirms with a flashbang as well. I can't even imagine that happening, but it would be exciting. That's what this format does bring, at least. It's so up and down. It's a roller coaster throughout. Automatic right down at T-steps. Oh, Majors, did he think he killed him? Why did he look away? He must have done. I'm not sure we can get that from his POV, but he looked like he moved away. Thought that kill was guaranteed. I'm not sure it swayed the round either way.
Millennials. Keo above the smoke, Glaive walking toward them. He's got a timer on this. That smoke dissipates. He's got a big problem. More so, there's more people entering, but he didn't quite see. Okay, I take it back. He did. I thought he had enough to see Magisk. Even just a shadow showing, it's enough. As Device gets the response, though, onto Refresh, that's going to open up Banana, and a 3-on-3 favors the T's considerably in this case as well, because rotation is acquired. There's only one still in the site. Glaive flashed off. Actually anticipates they're closer, but it's Xyp9x to get the kill. They do not want to cross into spray, into spam from Flusha, even if it's a UMP. He's so low, both Xyp9x and Glaive, but still they went out the duel when Flusha pushes through.
Yes, you're right.
So they might.
So they need at least a draw then to stand a chance, is what you're saying.
If whoever gets the most points between Cloud9 and Na'Vi will make it.
Right.
Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
If they both win, there's a different scenario. But even if a tie for Cloud9 versus a loss from Na'Vi is enough to beat them by 1 point. So basically, if Cloud9 lose this as well and Na'Vi lose theirs, it doesn't matter. Na'Vi goes through because the head-to-head they win.
Well, it's 13-2 MIBR right now, so it looks like they will be losing that. But either way, Xyp9x will take down Refresh. It's the final round of the first hour. It's a 5-on-3. Dupree with good positioning towards the library, and it looks like the round is done. It's 5-on-2. Dupree holding great spot. He's heard his automatic coming, and no one's should be challenging this, but they get a ding through the library door. These kills are all in vain, unfortunately, for automatic. There's nothing he can do with this, and there it is. 9-6 for Astralis after being 4-1 down on the T side of Inferno. Not bad.
Great turnaround. 4-1 down, losing the pistol, and they still find 9 rounds against Cloud9, who are...
Seems that way. Now this is a big pistol round here. 5-man rush towards B. It's up to Glaive to hold them off. He'll drop the smoke and he'll isolate one of the players here. Will be taken down. It's looking like a great job from Astralis here. But Rush once again lighting them up, and this is actually very awkward now. 4 versus 2. Dupree will be removed. The Magisk as well. What a quick round that is. Rush B, boys. Sometimes it does work out.
Yeah, it's Refresh. Quiet game from him. We said it, 3 kills only. It's been his slowest game so far of this event. If he steps up now and gets Cloud9 into the final, what a remarkable story that would be. First one, Device down. That's an entry point. Knows the smoke was thrown from the railing, but wasn't quite close enough to capitalize before Magisk's gun was back at the ready. That nade in between them all. No damage, but still finds Rush.
We know how good Magisk is in this apartment position. He's finding multiple frags, bringing it back in their favor time and time again. Holds at the broken wall at this point. It looks like he's got full control. He still is finding kills. They can't shut him down. I don't think anyone can at this point. Kiyoshima will get the shot, but it's all too late.
Rush already in front of that smoke by virtue of coming out from the door at Boiler, and certainly makes his presence known. Great headshot, finds Dupree. It's going to be all Device, though. He's still waiting in this one to get baited in. 3 in front of him, and he sprays them all. Low HP on the first and the third. Made it all too easy as Glaive gets Keo back. Fresh got Device. It's just him versus 3. Nade through, takes down Magisk. He's got it with 2 to remain as Glaive and Xyp9x have to rotate around, but Bomb is down topside mid-wall. Only just an... Oh, this is perfect. He's gone exactly the way, but Glaive, he seems to have another idea. And it's the knife out because Refresh was starting to be concerned with the time. Rush looking to try and find his way around against the Flames. Xyp9x finds automatic with that AK. Device is going to follow it up as well as he swings out from the mid-wall. There's no one else available to them. Akio's going to make his entry, and he has the bomb. So this could be a huge kill for Device. If he puts him down in the same spot, bomb top mid, they have both sides covered off with Arch as well. It would be very, very limiting for Cloud9 to try and get anywhere back to either side at that point in time, because they've also got 2 men over toward Banana. Oh, missed shot. I was going to say it's an easy kill on Flusha on the low HP. Device even tries to reset his position and aim, but Keo gets him back. That opens up options.
Back in the 4th round so far, but still, it's going to be Astralis with a firm upper hand. Smoke down doesn't do a whole lot for Flusha here. He'd land on the hay bale, sure, maybe he could sneak out. At this point, drops another. It's just going to shroud his vision further. Magisk actually has this under locking key. It looks like he's absolutely done. Flusha, they know exactly where he is, and down he goes. Dupree plays as well, a lot of money on the line. Automatic will be dropped first.
And here's something to consider as well, and maybe if Cloud9 are astute to the fact that Na'Vi lost their game, they'll be able to do the math. Playing for overtime is actually not something you can do. You play for 15, and at 15 you get a point. At a point, they'll be ahead of Na'Vi and make the finals. So you can actually purchase a little bit differently here in how you want to force. You can concede 15 rounds and still have a chance back in it. This round is certainly one toward that mark. As Refresh gets toward the pit, Majispa emerges from the smoke, and he's got the kill. It's a 2-on-1 in favor of Cloud9 with Glaive on rotation and nowhere near the bomb. That goes down now. And C9 can finally win around back. 2 players only alive, keep in mind. So the reset potential's massive, and that would pretty much spell the end of the game for them. So they've got to win 1 or 2 in a row at the very least, even if they play for that 15. This is the first. Kiyoshima finds the kill. He's going to be working back toward the pillar, rotated back in, scared to be smoked off perhaps, and wants to support his teammate. He now has position, and his teammate perfectly baited into the equation as Xyp9x never had to move. He just had Flusha walk out unsuspectingly. Refresh though, young boy, and a big play. He's got 2. Rush has the kill as well, and suddenly all of Dupree and Cloud9 have a chance to get the bomb down. They started the plant at 6 seconds, so no problem.
Great in the clutches here. Looks like he's just opting out of it, to be fair. It's going to be an AK. Remember, they came into this round, Matt. Enough in that position. It's so difficult to spot. You're not a pre-aim at all. They walk in, and they're trying to shoot the USPs off now, just to say, we just got pistols here. Don't worry about us. Come on in.
He swats 1, nails it. He's got the first. Now Kio's going to call that boost, and Dupree smartly is going to rotate off of it because there was more than enough time to identify which direction that came from. Back over on the other side, Rush trying to make amends with the loss, starts to push out toward quad. Interesting view of Device's position, only the USP. He almost has to be perfect in his timing, but they wrap inside of the site knowing that the AK's on the other side. The pistols want to get close. He's not going to let them. Glaive, even though it's at the loss of Device, still finds the kill. On top of that, Device got Flusha, so it's 2 versus 4. They can still pull this off on the Astralis side. Rush has to step up, does find automatic. Additional smoke down toward Library, the first gap, and a second one. It's massive as Dupree tries to do what he can. Gets Rush, follows it up, and it's going to be Astralis finding 15. Have to pull one back. Automatic tag to 4, nearly caught a reload toward the arch. Would have been Glaive to go down. He sits on 47, a bit of self-preservation with utility as well as he puts out some flames. Now a smoke. Nearly the extinguishing though, and it does. Oh, Flusha, he didn't reload it. He extinguished, but he follows it up. I was going to say extinguished so far out that he left a small gap, and Flusha was able to find and do damage and then get a little lucky to follow it. Look at Refresh. He knows Majist plays the pit. He gets on top of the Vespa. And this boy's turning into a man with every single round that goes on. What a shot to read the angle. It's down to 3 on Astralis' side. So and a reset again on their behalf.
You're right there. We might not be done just yet. 5 versus 3. CT's opting to save, and Cloud9 are aware of it. They're trying to push through, and they don't check the position. Xyp9x, he's got 2 available to him. Wow. He'll nail 2 kills, but not quite enough to win the round.
3 on 3, and Xyp9x getting back in, committed to the spray. If he had faded off inside of the smoke sooner, there's a chance he stays alive in it. Magisk isn't done. Magisk finds Keo, but Refresh finds him in return. Device gets the shot at range. It's a 2-on-1, but is it too little too late? They aren't on top of it. The kit goes down, and Device, he's committed. He's already in. He can pick up the kit on the way by. It's automatic and has to hold this off for Cloud9. He does exactly that, and Astralis don't save a weapon. Deep smoke potentially to try and get Glaive out at this point in time, but he knows there's a Molotov to his left. They find automatic jumping through. He now has to get out. No nades aside from 1 on Refresh. That's not enough to do damage to Glaive. Glaive's not enough to get away, though. He's got Flusha down, and he's got Xyp9x firing to make sure that he runs back up. 2-man. And none in response so far from Cloud9, so it's back over to the other side of the map instead. How close yet how far are they from tying this game, from getting that point they need? Refresh, he gets one gifted. He's found another. The young man shows up. Magisk down inside a castle, nearly swings to Dupree, but he got rushed beforehand. It's traded by Keo, and it's all on Keo. 1 versus 2, he gets deep inside of the site, knowing the flank was coming in from Xyp9x. He's got to hold on. Timing from Glaive. He's got work inside of the libraries. He's got no smoke in front, and it's Xyp9x on the back door who clutches it for Astralis. Na'Vi can count their lucky stars because they'll play Astralis in the final.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen to that. We are back here at the Altus Arena, and it is going bananas. Look at that crowd. They cannot wait. This is incredible. We have got the grand final of the Blast Pro Series coming your take it away.
Zipix still waiting for the chance to catch off anyone going toward the monster tunnel, but Simple's got the shot instead. The first kill of the finals goes to the man who's likely going to be at the hand of quite a few of those throughout this game. And it's Dupree to respond. Majisk still on the mound as well, watching to see if anyone will cross in. So far, no one will. And Majisk still just waiting around. Has to swing out to get aggressive. Bomb's already gone down. Very passive plan for Sandbags, but Majisk finds two toward the pillar. Device on rotation coming out in the flank has already found Zeus and Edward. If his plan was to hold short and peek the defuse, he's got a big problem ahead of him, but he finds two, and they're not on the defuse, which means now he actually can pull around back, looks for the headshot of Majisk, and he won't land it.
It's Astralis defending against Edward in a 4 versus 1. He got two of them with great shots there. It could have fallen apart. But to be fair, Edward with the AK, like Electronic with that second AK, but Simple more importantly. We'll see if Edward can open things up. Certainly can. He'll get the first. And now, will there be a response from Astralis here? They have one more player waiting towards long.
Solid shot from Edward yet again. We saw in the pistol how close he was, despite that they got the defuse. Found the kill on him from Jisk. Dupree in the corner, very far in the corner. Not often you get someone pushed out quite that far on an angle, and it works to find two. Simple does get the response, and we fall to 3 aside. MP9 Scouts M4 versus AK UMP Deagle. You could argue the range is fairly level between those, given the Deagle can certainly be a problem, but Zeus is even going to upgrade onto the AK. It's that gun that has the accuracy, and the man to wield it device more than capable of hitting the headshot takes Flamey down.
Well then, Astralis take the advantage once more. Simple there with the smoke. They've both got AK-47, and Zeus with no armor makes it incredibly difficult. He spots one behind the APC, trying to flash in his teammate. Didn't actually deploy, but the smoke is down, but there is a gap. Zeus will try and exploit that, make his way towards the side. They still need to try and get this bomb down, but first the kill has to come through. Zeus battling tooth and nail a Simple plant. He's done a good job, and now they've got a post-plant situation.
Simple pushing aggressively. Finds Device on the back stairs. Brings it down immediately to a 2-on-2, and now the favor with them because no kits. A single smoke for Zipix, but he's on the MP9, and they've got 2 AKs to confront. Zeus is low enough HP that MP9, even at range from the back stairs, can still take him down very quickly. Zeus times his slide out to perfection. 1-on-1 with Zipix. Mechanics favor him, but Simple's got the aim. Cash money coming up next. Overpass is almost a must-win for Astralis just to guarantee that we have a 3-map series. If they fall on this and then suddenly they realize, oh wait, Navi's actually practiced Cash and get caught off, we could have a 2-game series for Navi.
That was my rationale coming in. So we have to remember that's pure speculation. That could be them just saying, you know what? They might not expect. We'll just run around as a group.
2 evils, perhaps.
Exactly. They might not have played it at all and just don't want to play Nuke, be demoralized by having another bot against Astralis in that map. But here we go. The commitment, it's a scrappy one towards B, but Zipix, he'll burn alive first. Great shot from Electronic. As that the B bomb site cracked wide open at this point. 3 players remaining, and remember, no kits here, Matt. Unless Glaive can find 2 very quick kills right now, there's no chance of this retake. It might not even be worth considering.
Double tap toward the backside of the entrance of Monster, but kind of careful as well if they push through the smoke. Edward's still there. Glaive, he's pretty much completely antithesis side of it as he wants to try and jump across. He will get up above, drops down. Edward's falling back toward the sandbags. That's a kill. Dupree with 19 tries to get away without being sprayed.
You can go for these little executions and these 5-man gambits towards the bomb site because they don't necessarily have a Navi so far. They're just about getting towards long here, but Device in a perfect position to bar from Dupree. Remember, he's got that rifle as well. They focused all the firepower here towards A, and it might not last too long as Edward will find the first.
Yeah, he didn't see him. He didn't know he was against the wall, so he didn't have time to react. Now, Device has problems, but he's got Glaive to protect one side. He realizes it, looks back to long. Shadow shows, remember, towards bathroom as Device has to be so silent and so sure of his shot on the AWP. He's got a bit of aggro pulled away, but Simple knows what that means. He's not going to overcommit to the shot all the way back toward the flowers because he's well aware the AWP is still in the bathrooms. Instead, he plays an angle that isolates, beats the shot from the police, and he knows exactly what he's doing. 5-1 Navi.
That is unbelievable. Simple had to get the team on his back at that point. They were dropping like flies, and he could see it. He felt the round crumbling. He had to dig so deep for that one. It looked like Device and his teammates had locked him in. The pincer maneuver was absolutely spot on. But look at this play. Jumping around the corner, baits out the shot. The preemptive spray towards the bar for it's absolutely everything.
Device, yeah, Molotov down. Bit early. Because he wants to focus his attention toward the bathrooms, but identifying the fact that the op's on A, not even going to challenge it. Back over toward B. However, op on A, 2 on B. Crossfire set. It just has to be perfect on Monster. Glaive. Oh, that's a clever nade. bounce it right over the ledge. They know he's likely waiting just beyond vision, staying away from the Molotov. But just, he's got one, he goes down. Device is found on rotation immediately, so it's Glaive inside of the site they have to worry about. He's inside of the smoke. Shots will rain out and give his position away.
Recognize the fact with 3 players surviving, they're going to be weak somewhere. There's actually 2 players they ran into towards B. It got very awkward in this scenario, but Electronics feeling it right now. Line up as CT steps, and indeed the bank, they'll be deployed momentarily. That smoke towards the end of long doesn't actually do a whole lot. That gap allows the team to make their way through, but the incendiary will slow them down. They need frags here. They can't sit back in defensive position, and Dupree knows it. Has to find kill as he lines one up, takes one down, but an instant trade comes in. Zeus will take a Zipex, and the smokes are spot on here. Dupree stifled on the bomb side, but Magis does find one back, and there it is, the spray down from Glaive. It denies absolutely everything.
Dupree has to step out momentarily to try and keep the angle against Electronic. He'll get one. Backs into the wall, and out comes Device once more. He's nailed it as well. It's a perfect setup. It's by design, and it is to perfection as they get Zeus walking in front. Edward realizes the problems, and they'll back away from long immediately. Bomb is down in the front of Bathrooms, and you're right, this is a reset potential, so how much is at stake for Astralis, and how much can they risk on the Na'Vi side? Dupree's going to give himself up to Simple.
10 seconds remaining. That confirms the round for Astralis, and it looks like they'll only drop 1 player as well. That is very good news. They need to keep decent numbers up here to really get themselves back in this game. Simple is terrifying in the Bathrooms, but Device, he isn't scared whatsoever, and he'll take him down right at the end there.
Suddenly stays on A and realizes they're actually heading toward him.
That incendiary is actually perfect. That's going to buy them enough time to actually get towards the site here. It was looking a little bit terrifying, but Dupree continues to apply the pressure once again. They're not watching the flanks. It goes down to a 2-on-2.
Bomb barely got planted. Flamey went down the second it touched the ground. They're not watching the flanks, and you're right. The fact that they didn't have the bomb near enough to the site, all of Electronics' work comes undone. Edward and Zeus have to find Dupree. They know he's entering from the Bathrooms, but he's already checked the side. All the 180 nearly gets away. He's actually going to change that unit to his advantage, but he oversteps. That's when Simple peaks. It works out very fortunately for Na'Vi. Dupree trying to get lost inside of the smoke. He's just going to get knocked out of the round. That's 2 given up. Does nothing to try and watch out for the stairs. His teammate's only arriving now. Again, though, it's the flank. Electronic, he gets taken down. They don't even check it. Simple's going to have to watch it. Gets the wall bang right, but Magisk is still alive, and they can trade off of this. Can they? Oh, my goodness! He might be Simple, but he's not stupid. He comes out once more to find Zipex, and it's Glaive all alone, all very, very alone. 10-4 Na'Vi. Flamey has absolutely no vision, but he takes a few shots through the smoke just in case. They could actually go up on top of the bomb boxes at this point, and they will. Just to get the vision, he can control the situation, he can get the read, the information, and they could potentially plant the bomb, but it's all gone wrong. Flamey, Electronic, and Edward, they've all got kills. Just by playing on the truck, Edward's going to do everything, and Na'Vi's got the 12th round. Astralis needed to go. Flash comes out just to slow them enough. Electronic jumping through, he's going to get tagged up, goes to the truck. That allows Magist to collect. Smoke down on the stairs this time should amount to a very least a bomb plant, and it will.
There we go. Zipex watches the flanks. You can see he knows what's up towards that position. That's how you should be patrolling it. As he holds up, Glaive doesn't really have to hunt this. It's not worth giving up his AK.
No, yeah, and you can't give them an inch. Every mistake that they make, you pretty much have to capitalize, and you yourself making mistakes is opening a door wide open on the CT side because the economy starts to slip away. Great first pick from Simple. Certainly is to the benefit. Oh my goodness, though. Flamey gets caught out, gap in the smoke as it was dissolving, and he was unaware that he was going to be so exposed as Magist got the shot at return. That puts pressure on Pit. Edward thankfully supporting Zeus, who's only on the CZ as such. He wants to get inside of the smoke, but Magist, he seems to be exactly that. A magician around the smoke, tries to pull the rabbit from the hat to find Zeus as well, but can't do it. It's the CZ to get the kill. But look who's been walking the whole time.
Heads towards heaven at this point. They need to be very aware. I'm not sure Zeus is. Their timing might save him at this point. Glaive will have to show himself and doesn't spot him. That is unbelievable. The timings in CSGO sometime and Simple. One step ahead, detects the play towards heaven, takes him down. One step closer now, 14-6. Especially at that range, it should have been his. Edwards done a great job there, but Zeus gives it up in return, and they might commit on that.
Smoke down, Edward there. Cross is over. It's taken out by Dupree. Let's see if the gap was there or not, but perhaps it was. Just not quite been covering all the way to the wall as of yet, as it just bloomed. Nonetheless, Simple. He's still waiting with an AWP in the open, wanting someone to walk in, confident enough in his aim to be that fast. You can see him snapping back and forth to both sides. 3 players up still for Astralis as they get the bomb down. And Simple, desperate to get inside of the site, will work with his teammate, try and trade the angle. His teammate already on the platform. Someone's got to look toward Monster, though. They find the first on Electronic. The other 2 are already on the pillar. It's going to be followed up. Electronic's got another. Dupree, the only one left on Monster, and he doesn't have the angle to the bomb. They can get on top of this. He's got to swing wide. He'll find the first on Simple. Electronic gets the trade. And Simple loves it. Electronic is the man he needs to be the duo. Hard out finds another kill. Zeus, did he overlook it? Okay, he's actually ducked down, brings the shotgun back
Ridiculous.
out. I thought he was done for. I thought he looked away at exactly the wrong time, perhaps expecting the flash. Dupree trying to be very fast, gets to long, gets caught, gets away with it. 56, he was already tagged too, so no damage done. Zipix waiting for the bomb, and that shotgun at the bottom of the ladder is going to be a massive problem if he's quick. Simple just got glaive.
Where? That's insane.
That's a long trip of smoke.
Well, he's got another one. This guy, he's looking to take us all the way in the grand final.
I was going to say, did Edward not see him? I saw it on the overview. He did actually look back that direction. Bomb down. Flaming with it. 16-7. Astralis take down overpass. And what happens now? We go to the most unknown map between these 2 teams. And is it going to catch Astralis off?
Peeking towards the connector, that's going to be Glaive, not connecting just yet. You can see a double stack, actually just a single from Majors. It's going to be Glaive who's holding towards Checkers, so we'll see if Simple can sniff them out here. Still trying to find damage as he makes his way towards the vent. He feels like there's a player of sandbags. Look at this detector on his side. There's the first headshot. Oh my God! Simple continues to destroy Astralis here, and it's complete domination as 3 kills come in. It's 5 on 2, and nothing can be done here.
Flamey finds Device as well, not a single kill for Astralis. To stand around and make sure that bomb explodes, not much to lose. And there's the kill for Flamey.
Nothing to be found. Flashing over, trying to bait out a bit of utility towards A. The flash is actually yielding a frag for Electronic. This guy has looked amazing so far with the AK. He's on for another kill as well. So much pressure applied towards the A site, and Astralis are floundering.
Edward needed to find that kill though toward Forklift. The fact that they get away and they can play behind the smoke still gives them a chance. Magisk, 14. Edwards. He realizes that Edward didn't see him. He walked around and thought it was clear. Somehow they get a gift back on the Astralis side. Simple. He'll hold that quad. AWP switches to an M4, but Zipix is already pouncing. He goes over top of the red crate. Bomb is down in a 43 seconds, and Flamey has 15 HP to find 2, one of which is at mid with an AWP. Meaning he can be isolated, the bomb can be planted, but Flamey's given his position up, and both players position accordingly so that they aren't caught off in one-on-ones, and Flamey knows the circumstances as he tries to spray in and hopefully, optimistically, get lucky to bring it down to a one-on-one. He still clears, gets closer, spots out, somehow not dead, 5 HP. But the round surely at this point has to go in favor of Astralis, and you're absolutely right, Edward didn't even look toward quad.
I can't even explain that.
Flamey waiting to see if anyone's pushed the smoke to the boxes in the corner. That's why he's elevated himself up in his crosshair. The lasers, you can see it on the top right. Heads that direction. It's Electronic down below. They want to go to the site. First one in. Zipix finds it. Nearly dropped down. He would have easily taken Electronic. He tried to play that catwalk position and catch them off. Magisk rotating in, but Simple swings. It's 2 on 2. The bomb plant for Na'Vi. This would be a reset of 3 rounds against Astralis as well, but Glaive finds Electronic as he retreats. It's all onto Simple. Quad's not a bad position to be. Is the op the right weapon? More so, it's not an A main take. It's going to be from the door, which means Dupree's going to be on top of Simple almost immediately. And so far, his attention isn't looking that direction. It is now. Doors open. No sound cue. And Simple, does he hear him jumping? Does he check it? Smoke goes down, spots 1. It's going to put his vision firmly that direction. He hides behind quad, locates himself so that he's not exposed, but he's baited by the noise, and that's when Glaive peeks.
Vision away from the static angle he was holding. It were great trades from Na'Vi, but Astralis now on their feet. The bomb gets planted and 2 rounds go against him. I don't think Na'Vi can justify the force here. In towards the door. We talked about these sort of plays time and time again. This time he hits Electronic, the core in the act. It is going to be a 5 versus 4. Now they'll pounce on the bomb site. Very simple approach here from Na'Vi, but you can see how effective it is. Their aim is just beautiful as Flamey takes down 2. No chance of a retake. And that's the kind of gameplay we wanted to see on Cash. You said Astralis will struggle against teams that don't have much structure, and there wasn't much there at all. 5 players towards A, 1 smoke down, get in, find headshots, and it works perfectly. For Astralis 3, Money not great on the Danish side, and Flamey hitting crucial shots. We haven't seen this Flamey in a while. I hate to say that, but we just haven't. He's admitted it himself. He's looking to prove himself at this event, and he's done a great job at his individual play.
Top of the crate, through the window. Minute 49. Simple still going to get one on device. They had to nerf it. Valve actually had to add a second panel to take away the damage, so you couldn't do that. And then there was another angle that was found. Magisk underneath of the drop, still trying to play close with one found already on B. How much more pressure will be applied by Astralis? Dupree wants to get baited, having saved that M4, so that's why Magisk is here. Maybe here to try and get a deal shot. Does damage. Dupree, but too far away to swing. Lovely shot on Flamey, and he'll clean them all. Yes, it's mostly pistols, but it was a wise setup. He'll finally go down, but 3 kills in the round for him before doing so. Electronic closes us.
In that position,
even better.
That would be godlike. I'm not sure that's going to be the play, but he's giving himself up. He just wants to show they might be attacking this side of the map. 20 seconds remaining. Who strikes first?
And he still had the chance. They could have wrapped through because the rotation from Truck, I'm not sure they get by this crossfire. That bomb, you're right, had an opportunity that they weren't aware of, and it's a clean sweep from Astralis on the site with the exception of one. That's all they've lost. Simple doing what he can, but 7 seconds. The round's already gone. He just wants to hold the op at this point in time, and Zeus will just hang on to the AK as well. Obviously, they don't have the information we have. That's quite clear. We have a radar, we have X-ray, we have all of it, but he did not make contact. The device gets away.
Oh, jumping through the flames. Has got the smokes to protect him, but he's got towards the vent, but he's very vulnerable to the HEs at this point. As you can see, can't really jump in the vent. The rifle's waiting for him, but Mages coming in for the backstab. He might have a guaranteed kill here, can't find the timing.
That would have been amazing. He still has reasonable timing. In fact, quickly he's on their back because they weren't ready for that push, so he still takes advantage of it, and he gets 3 from inside of the cubby. Confinement, big plays. Na'Vi now left with Simple. Who else? And Astralis could take the lead. It would be their first time doing so. Had a tie on 3. It went back Na'Vi's way. Simple gets Dupree, but it's not quick enough to get Device up close. 6-5.
In vain, I would say, at this point, as Zipex is looking like a turret right now, that AK-47.
Zipex is certainly, but we actually had to reset his aim quite considerably until they walk out, and he's forced out by a Molotov. Device takes the initiative to realize they want to clear mid. They're probably going to peek it, and if they're going to peek it, so am I. Op shot wins it out. Dupree goes back in aggressively after the Flames have burned themselves out. Perfect flash. Zeus fully blind. Dupree gets a free kill toward it. I'm not even sure he was fully blind, but blind enough to not react.
Just not the greatest positional setup, really. Very vulnerable to that fence. It will be Dupree continuing to find kills here, and Glaive will back him up. Astralis look like they're more comfortable now. They're not as shell-shocked as what they were at the very beginning of the map when they were getting ran over by those very basic approaches to the kill for Edward Elise, and that's probably all he gets. He finds a second. No chance of a third because Mages.
Na'Vi's not really performing on the map. How did they communicate on the CT side? Because there's so much coordination required in rotations and being able to trade off of each other. It's really wide open on both sides of this. I'm still not convinced either way, but I am convinced by Dupree. I'm not, now that I see Electronic get behind them by way of a smoke and flash to work inside the B site. Magisk, he wants to make up for it. Knows there's one underneath, but forced off by a Molotov. It's still only a 1-man advantage for Astralis. I say only because, more importantly, the bomb is working its way toward the site. Molotov tries to deny the default. Edward, I think he was optimistically hoping there was a gap in it. There is now, but the nade's on top of it. He's got to be so careful. Further smoke. He's gonna plant. He's got to go soon. Device is holding the cross angle. I think he's better to walk forward with the smoke down and actually walk back into the site, because if he crosses in this fashion... All right, Device was forced off by a flash. That'll work as well.
He'll right-click this, presumably, or try and drop it in towards A main. It looks, or B main, I should say. The smoke is down. And here we go, the 2 versus 3. Great shot from Device. He's nailing absolutely everything right now. Does it finish with a wall bang? I don't think so. It's Simple. Surely can't do anything with this.
Gonna work back in the smoke. Knows they're close. We've seen him fall down from the top and find shots in this position. There's a lovely graffiti on the wall to remind us he's got this position again, but they're on the bomb inside behind the boxes, and Magisk will hold him off. Astralis find number 9. 6 and 12 for Electronic. He hasn't really been the same support system. Flamey has, though. That certainly helps. Glaive, good shot on the first. Edwards followed it up. Still on top of the catwalk position, trying to dance back and forth. Simple finds one in the mix. So too does Flamey. It's the advantage, therefore, for Na'Vi. Bomb down inside the side as well. As Device looks desperately to try and find a shot out for the door. In fact, trying to bait them in. Simple just says, you can stay there. Go to your room, time out, shut the door, don't slam it. used to slam my door all the time when I got sent to the room.
That doesn't surprise me in this
No,
now.
it was hilarious the first time I was strong enough to slam it past the door frame, and then it locked me in the room, and Dad was like, oh, I'm just gonna leave it there. Enjoy that one. Karma. Zipix and Device try to find their way out, and Flamey already watching to make sure that's not gonna happen. It looks like Na'Vi will at least get the good start in the second half and go one further round forward. Keep in mind, they won the pistol in the first half, and Astralis is still down 10-5.
Now this is a brave push. He's going to spot Dupree and actually get the frag. Surely traded out. Needs to hide. Could have gotten the lockers there. Decided to challenge again.
Yeah,
It will be a 4-on-4.
At that range, the challenge isn't really worth it. You're right. Could have just played lockers and been a pest at that point.
Yeah, just got flashed in or something. Like made them expend utility. Just re-peeked it. That wasn't really the play required. But this one is simple. That's what we want to see from him. Is he going to get another? Surely not. Trying to push the smoke down. It's a perfect angle. He's lined up for 3. Oh my God! Simple. He does it again. He is so good at this weapon. It's now a 3 versus 1, and he's hungry for blood. And of course, he nails it.
Deagle shots through the door. No one able to spot behind Red Crate. There's a chance for the Deagle to find one further at mid as well, but it's electronic. Still holding strong with the M4. Magisk, meanwhile, gets one. Oh my goodness! Simple walked in and just got demolished.
Catch their breath, especially Mages. How he pulled this one off, I have no idea. Edward challenged first. It was this show he knew nothing about. Zeus trying to get in position to shut it down, but oh my God, Simple even got a dose of his own medicine. Not only have you given up the fact that you know it's a stack, get them in a max 10 against Armored is almost nothing for them, so that's fine. He either gets a load of kills or nothing from it. They'll go towards A, and this will be a great score. You can see it all being picked up.
Okay, Simple. He still wants to showcase a little bit of flair and perhaps a whole lot of confidence. And Edward needs to get up on catwalk to make amends with it. Sees them going down below. Fires straight onto them. Can't get the kill. How awkward is this? Pistols for both. Flamey comes out on top. Tries to do a little bit of damage onto Zipix as well. But it's a 2-on-2. And Bomb is picked up. Magisk fantastically takes out middle and gets the shot toward the side. He'll follow it on to Zeus. 14-8. Dust 2 might be where we decide this series.
Na'Vi. And counter boosting.
They're gonna try it. Everyone's here. We can't see anyone because we're inside of smoke. Device finds 2. He gets away with it. He gets to the high side of the roof and therefore had vision on both sides of it. Edward will get Zipix back, not after losing Flamey to the same man. It's 4-on-1.
Let the scoreline mislead you because it's been very exciting at times. Zeus can't find that, and indeed Astralis are on fire once again. Still map points as they'll head towards B and a much faster approach this time it seems. They don't think Flamey will position himself in the same spot again. That seems to be true.
Oh, Dupree, he went wide. Zeus finally hits a shot that matters to hold it off. He gets taken down afterwards, but Flamey standing in the corner, spotted. He thought he was dead. Magisk nearly gave himself up as a result of that, looking away before the man actually had perished. Still looking for it back, Edward. Oh my goodness.
Hello.
Yep, and we talk about that all day long. Shoulder sticks through though, and Zipix always had the advantage. The one not in the smoke usually does come up as the winner in that situation because as it fades, he sees before the man inside sees himself. Simple. Knows that the bomb's down in the middle of the site though. How is that for a chance at it? Smoke, the last one. No, it's a flash, excuse me, there isn't a smoke left over. It was in the air. Wasn't sure what was thrown. It's certainly gonna be vision for Simple, but forced out of the corner. Device on the AK wins the exchange. Magisk wins the round, wins the map for Astralis. Dust 2 is where we decide the last tournament of 2018. And Blast Pro Lisbon. All to play for. Simple already back toward middle spot 2 crossing, so actually some information that they're holding on the mid side. It's Dupree and Glaive. Zipix holding on A main. He's actually up toward Goose with Device down below. So it's not what you'll see with the gun rounds. It's not the default. Late and away boost. Is this spotted? Na'Vi putting bullets that direction. They go up late. A little bit of damage, no kill. Headshot couldn't be found from Dupree, but it's back over toward A. And this is where Zipix has to be perfect. It's Device out behind the boxes. Dupree, he's down below. He gets all 3 bombs dropped. That could be the round in itself. 58 seconds, and all they have to do is protect the bomb. Not to mention a flank. Glaive's on the scene, claiming it long, no chance. Dupree, what a round, 4 kills?
What a mess from Na'Vi. What was that Molotov about? Great job there. Fantastic work. These are not easy shots to hit, and he nails every single one. It's a fantastic start. Now, bomb being dropped down in there. That was round over at that point. What a beast. He manages to get 4, looking very comfortable. They better hope they have a couple of smokes hit across. They'll have to flash over, and there is the second smoke. So they're going to find a nice clean entry towards the bomb site here. Dupree has to get towards Gandalf and hold for the best at this point. He needs multiple frags. The only way they win this round if he takes down 2 while they try and go for the plant at this stage. There's the first attempt. Can't nail it. It's going to be his teammate. Has to try and pick up the pieces here. Zibex can do nothing with it. Surely Dupree is taken down. They're getting too close to his position. He's getting wildly close. No way!
Simple, just like it was on Mirage in 2015, just like Maskmap, he finds another knife, jumps around, and gets under the AWP. Simple is having a laugh.
Oh my god, who does that?
A little more potent than a pistol, which we normally see in this position. That flash didn't go that deep. It actually left the vision for Dupree, but he still gets away with one Simple through the door, of course.
Oh my, it's the Eagles again. Astralis have been so deadly with them, and it might not be enough unless Device finds a miracle shot here.
In terms of utility and the hit, doesn't matter. Flamey takes the peek, stays aggressive, doesn't even want to give him a chance to set up.
Wild ride. Astralis certainly showing their dominance throughout, but we've got some fantastic storylines for 2019, that's for sure. Zipex, he'll take another in this round. That's his second as he holds long and falls back to his teammates as well. That's how you play along. Show presence there. Scare them off, find some kills, and you can see Zeus doesn't even want to challenge that, can't take the risk, but Electronic with a chance here, with the Krieg in hand, wanted to convert that one. It's Dupree on the secondary orb now that gets tagged up, but still a 5 versus 3. Turtling up, that's what you want to be doing at this stage. Run the clock down as much as you possibly can, use the utility smart, and make sure the Na'Vi don't have any sort of access point.
Zeus already out inside of mid. Simple's going to join him. Zeus actually makes contact spawns, but just inside window does better than that. I'm impressed with Zeus this event. Looking sharp. Not so much on the last map, in fairness.
Cash
was completely missing on that, but he shows that the area is up to the task of taking straight duels and winning them. Finds a second one this round, a headshot on his Zipex.
Device waits on the A site. The last line of defense, but there is a rotation in. The double kill. He drops a nuke on short, and now Simple left with 3 kills to find and only 20 seconds to do it. Surely there's no chance.
Waits out the shots. Really just keeping the distraction as they run the ward mid. They run the ward mid. Yes, third for him. Clinical, left, right. He's in a marching formation, and he's got 4. He's looking for an ace. His teammates are going down. Simple! Oh, they're going down, and they're going down fast. He's got the AWP picked up, but the aim punched the factor. If he had hit the shot on Glaive as well, my God, what a round to steal. That's the problem for them.
You have to flash it if you're going to go in late, just like that. There it is.
But even the shadow of the flash shows.
Yep.
I mean, the shadows are a problem, I'm going to say it. It's 128 tick matchmaking, 3 frags, fixed shadows, increased burst fire in the FAMAS. That's my Christmas list.
And cast a
takes
voice
down
pack.
Zeus. And, sorry?
Cast a voice pack.
Yes. Yeah, cast a voice pack.
That number 1
actually,
first.
that's number 1, yes. I like money.
Okay. It will be a very easy round here for Astralis, and you are right. The problem is that you can flash that. That's not a pop flash, that's a right-click flash, which is very easy to avoid. If your teammates flash you in, however, that's what you call a pop flash, and you can actually take down Glaive. That was just not the correct approach, I would say. Either way, Electronic will get at least 1 frag here at this point. That's Dupree going down. There's actually a small chance if he nails his shot on the Krieg. Oh my God, does he ever? There's a chance now the bomb can be planted.
No, but Simple actually left the bomb for him because he had the op he wanted to pick toward long, and then he got taken down by a nade. Now Simple's left alone to try and plant. I think nade would have killed him either way, to be fair, but it just bought a bit more time for Astralis to rotate in. Shinbone shows he thought he was further down, and Zipex too close for Simple's comfort.
One will see. Glaive waiting along now. He's defending. They're not even checking that position. This is more reminiscent of what I saw last week against Liquid. They have so many oversights, but they can still bring this one back. This shot has to connect, though. It looks like a double kill, potentially. Glaive will take 1 from the grave as it goes 3-on-2. Zeus down at 33.
Magisk. That's Electronic. Pretty much is it. Zeus.
Take right. You've waited 20 seconds. I'll talk over this.
Oh, he's 1 step behind him. Oh, but he's actually not considered. He thought he checked the back of the smoke. Little did he know that Edward was actually fully concealed. That creates a problem. Fast play toward Cat. Dupree's going to have to be perfect once again. He's got support down below in the form of Zipex, who hits the first. That gives Dupree a chance. Headshot position. Oh, my goodness. How precise are these guys? Every single shot seems to work. All into Edward. 1 versus 3. He's removed 10, 3, 8 in a row for Astralis. Electronic ducks in behind the box. Just no vision toward him. Top goes down on the stairs instead. Smoke out towards Catwalk. Well, they stalled it for a moment, but there's not really pressure on that position. 45 seconds, of course, just trying to buy out the remaining time, put some pressure on Navi quickly, which they're going to try and do more fatal. Too quickly, it seems. Magisk, he's so controlled, finds 3 yet again. So many multiple spray downs already in this half.
Yeah, well, they put themselves on the plate and they'll devour them at that point. It's going to be another kill. They try a B split. I'm not even sure he'd call it that, but Flamey now, 3 versus 1 has to be perfect, but he can't do anything with it.
Simple's going to come over to try and help him find that shot, but that's fine. That distraction. You're bringing a rotation down Catwalk, they're bringing one through CT. Electronic gets the shot, that's the signal to be. Flamey has to hold him off, waiting desperately, finding shots, waiting for his teammates to rotate. Zeus will get there, Zeus goes straight into the door with absolutely no support. Magisk and Dupree. Edward at least gets one back. One is not enough. Simple's got the other, that certainly helps it, because they've got the advantage. Bomb's still down, however, and lurking inside the middle device is found. Dupree's the only one left. Tries to isolate, has to reload, and Navi keep this game going for a little bit longer. Is one thing, protection is another. It does offer some, but not enough it seems. Xyp9x just fires over the hood. Makes Simple a hood ornament for that matter. Has to spray up on top of the site, does device, but he's actually just going to allow Xyp9x to get closer. Flamey's still holding on to this support side from Astralis, and it's actually looking promising.
Oh, not the fact that Edward's given up his position now. They know where he is, they can flash him off. He's got to reload at this point. He's got another AWP, that's always handy, but still has to reload that one. Bomb will be planted, presumably for a long side, and how does he do anything with this?
Yeah, how do you get out of here? It's such a tough position. And now he's focused on Car, the peek. Oh, I thought Glaive was just going to straight peek him. Could come in, he was aware of it, jumps for information, but they don't have to move. He seems to be fully convinced there's still one at the car, and that could be to his benefit, because if he overlooks that position, as soon as he crosses out to the ramp, that's when he gets peeked, and seemingly doesn't, because that's exactly what happens.
Not many of them. They force forward again. This is done, man, I'm afraid. This is just over, isn't it? Astralis aren't giving this game up now.
Not at this rate. Zeus gives himself up again. He's just already out the doorway. Dupree finds Electronic, and you might as well just count him down with me. 2 rounds, 3 kills to find. Those are your numbers we're counting. Sesame Street, the letter brought to you by A, or the letter is A for Astralis, whatever you want to go with. Xyp9x behind the car. Just shoot into the smoke and hope for another kill. There's 2 there, waiting to flash out. Edward wants to get himself back in position. Xyp9x somehow spots back away. And it's Apex behind and above the smoke. Just waiting. He's removed. 1 to go. Just 1. One more round for 2018 for what has been one of the most dominant years in Counter-Strike history by perhaps the most dominant team of all time.
Gotta be Astralis.
It's gotta be at this point. Simple, as always, will give it everything that he has, but a scout to work with, still finds the first headshot, nearly gets a second on some Cats. He's tagged though, and re-peeking device with the same weaponry will hit him twice. Zeus, fair play, finds one with the Deagle on Catwalk. It's Dupree to go down, the hot hand from Astralis. He sits on 25 kills, just no cap. Couldn't quite see through it.
How is he alive?
I don't know how he's absorbing all of the bullets, apparently, but finally, Glaive will kill off Flamey. And that opens up B. Rotation from Electronic. Zeus. Not enough HP, but they're going to push. They actually know the rotation's coming in. You're right. They want to get directly in their face and close this. Forget bomb plants. It's all about position. Box. Or, Electronic couldn't find it, and that just signals the fact that he was there. And it signals the fact that he's likely boosted. This is it, Henry. Say goodbye to 2018.
It's been one hell of a year, but in a very fitting fashion, your champions, ladies and gentlemen, Astralis have found the final trophy of the year. They knocked Navi out of the park in the final match. They didn't even turn up and dust too. That was sensational and just...
All right, what an amazing final it's been here in Lisbon. We have our worthy champions making their way down towards that almighty Golden Blast Pro Series trophy. Alrighty,